Hello and welcome. The subject of today's video is going to be checking out a remote control. I wanted to use this earlier and suddenly it did not work. I think the problem is dead batteries, of course. That would be just swapping it out, not making such a fuss about it, but of course I can't help but make a video out of this. I think the problem is going to be here in the transmitting end. Of course, this emits infrared light, which is beyond the visible human light spectrum. It's beyond what the human can see. And so if I would press the button and the batteries would be working, I would not be able to see anything at all. In fact, I'm going to show a couple ways of checking this out. Now, back in the day, we used to also have a little card. It was to look like a little check card or debit card, and we use that to check out remote controls. So now I've got my old laser power meter, which is really overkill for this kind of test, but just as an example, we should get a, once I press the button here, I should get some kind of the needle should basically move somewhat. Of course, the light that's emitted comes through this red colored, ruby colored clear plastic here. So, and if I press here, see, nothing at all happens, and I should get some kind of a reading going up, and I'm not getting anything. So let's just go ahead and change the batteries. Of course, what I'm going to do first, and what I always do, I always clean the contacts with alcohol. Let me go ahead and do that. A little alcohol on here, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean the contacts. I have had a case before where the contacts were oxidized or even rusted. Of course, then that won't take it off, and you have to resort to more drastic methods. But not really dirty, barely anything on there. I just do that anyways, just out of routine habit. So now we put the batteries, of course, in. Of course, observing polarity, because I have changed batteries before really fast and I didn't observe polarity, and of course it didn't work. So got that in. Put the cover back in. Got to figure out how it goes on. This was kind of a hard unit to open. I thought I was going to break it. Okay, there we go. So now if we were to do the overkill method again, which I'm going to demonstrate. If we watch the needle here and we bring the sensor close to where the actual signal transmission is going to come from, something should, now the needle here is already moved somewhat, but that's just due to the light, because now if I cover it up, you see the needle going back. So now we have new batteries in, and or rather fairly new batteries. Now watch the needle here, and that's what we are actually getting. So we know this is actually working. This emits a train of pulses basically. So another way to check if this is working, let me demonstrate that. I'm going to have to go get a radio. So what I'm going to use now, I've got an old stereo cassette recorder, and I've got it on the AM band, and this is something I learned a long time ago, ages ago. So watch what happens now. So now you can hear I'm in between stations. All you hear is like static. Might have to turn this up here, and of course I think the AM antenna is right behind here somewhere. I'm going to get pretty close, and I'm just going to go ahead and press the button of the remote control. Hear that? That way I know it's working. Also, if I used a different remote control like this big one here, let me just go ahead and try this here. Okay, you can hear something, but not that much. And what about my television remote? So you can actually hear it pretty, good. Now this one, okay, now you can hear it there. So that's another way to check if it's working. Of course, it's a kind of a convoluted method too. The easiest is just to change the batteries. And of course you can also, well, what else you can do, you can also use like a sometimes the video cameras, they can pick up the infrared and then you'll be able to see the flashing. I'm going to go ahead and try it with my cell phone. Let me get that. Now here's my cell phone. Let me try that. That should work too. See that coming through? So these I guess these LCD type of cameras, they will pick this up. Let me try this other one. Same thing here. You can see something flashing in there. And lastly, this small one here. See what's up? Same thing. So that can be checked out this way too, or with a regular LCD type of video camera. Also, I should mention, when you put batteries in, you should maybe clean the contacts there too, or at least rub them on you or something like that if you don't want to clean them with alcohol, because I have seen that problem before too. Of course, this kind of testing wouldn't tell you if your pulses are correct. They will tell you that there's something coming out, but that's going to handle like 99% of the cases that you're ever going to run across. So without further ado, I think this is enough of this video. This was just a spontaneous video. Wasn't really planned. Thanks for watching.